Go live for me. Awesome, I'm live. Hey guys, what's up? Alright, hold on. Let me just pop this out. What? There it is. I just gotta make sure. Alright. Where's my drink? There it is. Alright. Hey guys, what's up? Kaye here, and I told you guys I would stream. I told you guys I would stream tonight. So I am. I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on my binder and my sweatshirt for Izaya or Ihara from Doravara for Anime Boston this weekend. A few things to start off with, just for YouTube and, just for in general. Any brands that I mention, I'm not getting paid to promote them, just using them because I love them. And check out my affiliates page. It's on my YouTube channel page, right on the home page, and it is down in the panels below on my Twitch. Go check them out. They're awesome people, and if you'd like to be affiliated, please DM me on either Twitter, Twitch, or YouTube. Any social media thing that you follow me on, just DM me, and I will be sure to respond to you. So another big announcement. I'm going to make it later on the on my Twitter and everything, but I wanted to tell you guys up front. True Shadow, my partner, my romantic, well, we're in a relationship, and my cosplay partner has come down with a strange pain in his appendix. He went to go see the doctor. He's fine. He's not in pain, but he is not feeling so hot. He has heard back from the doctor, and he and I should both know more tomorrow. However, there is a chance that he might not come to Boston with me to Anime Boston. Now, if this is what happens, if he doesn't feel 100% and he doesn't feel like he can make it through a convention, I will not be doing Izaya, because I told him I would not do Izaya without him doing Shizuo. I will be doing Death from the Sandman comics, which was my Halloween costume, so I'm going to finally give her a convention test run. However, there is a possibility of surgery in True Shadow's feature, and if he does, in fact, have to get surgery, I will not be going to Anime Boston. I will cancel my plans, and I know that really sucks, and I know it's very much last minute, but I would rather be there for my partner than be in another city in case something happens. So just a little bit of an update. I'll be putting it out on social media, and I'll be putting it out on Twitch and YouTube and everything, but I wanted to let you guys know straight from me, because I care about you guys, and I don't want to leave you guys out of the loop. But if worse comes to worse and I do have to stay and I cannot go to Anime Boston, I'm going to be streaming the fuck out of this weekend, so don't worry, I'm not going to, be completely out of it. So there's that out of the way. Let's get to the cosplay, because that's why you guys came here. So, I got my sweatshirt, as you guys saw on my Amino, and on my Twitter. I'm not sure if I put up on my Twitter, but I will. I got my sweatshirt. It is a men's sweatshirt. It is knit, because I was not sure it will focus. God damn it, it will focus. I wasn't sure how cold it was going to be this weekend, so I'd rather err on the side of non-canon and be warm than err on the side of canon and be freezing, as anybody who may have met me during PAXEast last year. It's not conducive to be cold for cosplay. Be warm. So it was a sweatshirt, so it did have pockets. I did remove them. This side came out very nice. You can't really see. As you can tell, there's only one seam. This side gave me a bit of trouble. So there are two horrible seams here. There's one seam right there. There's another seam right there. But they're not too horrible. I mean, you can barely see them. You can barely see them. And they're going to be on a black t-shirt anyway. I will also be streaming me re-dyeing my pants and a couple of other things that are black in my closet that need to be re-dyed. Tomorrow, I'm going to go out and get a bucket, you know, from a Home Depot or something, you know, whatever. Maybe, and I'm also probably going to be dyeing a shirt. If I do death, I'm going to be making a shirt for her, something, you know, Stevie Nicks, something gothic, something cute, you know, whatever. Go see what Joann's has for mesh. Be a lot of mesh. So I'm going to be adding the fur to the sweatshirt, which I cleaned the Michaels, one of my local Michaels out of, but there is a Michaels like 10 minutes away from my house, so I'm not really worried. So I know it's not totally canon, but the beautiful thing about Durarara, as all of you guys know, is that it's not very detailed. So you kind of have, cosplayers kind of have a little bit of free reign to be a little bit more experimental. So I decided to go with this because it's a great texture, it'll show up great in photos, photographer first. And so yeah, it's my first time working with, open up my giant, my cat's underneath here so I don't want to scare her. Opening up my giant sewing kit. Oh no, Goddess, the Goddess is here. Goddess. Goddess. She is not very pleased. Once the big sewing kit comes out, she knows. She absolutely knows. Sorry, just making sure that my chat is up to date. Sometimes it'll kick me out of my own chat, man. So this is my first time working with Funfur. I have never worked with Funfur before. I have seen Funfur be worked on as a fan of Face Off and, you know, like RuPaul's Drag Race. I've seen Funfur be worked with, but I have never personally worked with it. I'm a little bit nervous. I did not want to buy, you know, like a big bolt of fur, even though I probably will have to go back out and get stuff for the bottom of the sweatshirt, because re-looking at the photos of Isaiah, I thought he didn't have fur on the bottom of his sweatshirt. Turns out he does. And 5 of these little things is not going to be enough. I mean, it's 12 inches? Yeah, it's 12 inches long of fur. But you know, you think you get enough, but you don't. So, and I will also be I know that I said that I would be going through my Twitter DMs and following everybody back. That is still the plan. Don't worry. I will actually be doing that tonight. I was able to boss out all of my grad school homework, so I was done last night at 1 in the morning, delirious, bleary-eyed, and a little bit sassy. So I just hope that I don't get marks off in my work for being sassy. But hey, when it's crisis management is the module title and you are being asked to analyze how a company handles a crisis, and they did a shit job at it, yeah, you're gonna be a little sassy. So I also got, also do like a mini haul, I guess, for this episode. I got a whole bunch of new fabric. You guys saw my first video from when I was streaming back in Pennsylvania. I'm home now. Got a whole bunch of fabric there. And then I also, oh god, it's gonna be a hairy night. I also got Isaiah's shirt. I went to Uniqlo and I just got a simple men's V-neck shirt because the V-neck shirt I had, it was too low of a V, it was in women's V, so I had to go out and get a cheap men's V-neck t-shirt that was in black. I also got my bucket hat for my scouts. I was very happy about that. It is big, so I will have to take it in. Don't think I've ever had to say that before. But I will have to take in my scout hat, which is fine. It's canvas, whatever. And it's going under, I will have to take it in because I'm using my natural hair for scout because I'm keeping my undercut. I just had a gross day, that's why I'm wearing a hat today. I just feel gross in general. That's why I didn't like redo my makeup. That's why I'm probably not particularly pretty today. I've been sitting on the floor playing with my cat and sewing. So Anime Boston is going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. We're going to be, the plan is to buy tickets at the door or to buy tickets online when I get there at Boston because it's easier to do that. And it's also cheaper. But I'm also going to see if there's a military discount. Getting them discounts. Yeah, seeing discount, like any discounts, like military, student, you know, whatever. Hopefully they have a student discount. That's actually the one I'm hoping for the most because those are usually like a real big discount. So I hate these like industrial style. So Anime Boston's gonna be fun. The plan is whether or not True Shadow comes with me to leave on Friday because I actually have Good Friday off of work, which is great. It's not very good because I work hourly, so I've had to work an extra half hour the past 4 days in order to make up any semblance of a decent paycheck next week. I couldn't even get paid for like the hours that I worked when I was at home last week. I only got paid for 8 hours this week. Luckily my parents had a little bit extra spending money that they could send me, so I didn't exactly starve. So there was that. So the plan is to leave on Friday, mid-morning. I don't want to wake up too early. Plus, I'm going to probably be packing. I will definitely be packing before I leave, especially if with everything as slow it's been going. Where's my tape? I know where my tape is. I know where my tape is. Where's my tape holder? Where is my tape holder? Damn it. Alright, whatever. Alright. So, I'm also going to be working on my binder today. For those of you who don't know, I have actually been trying to make a skater dress. And even though I had lovely seam allowances, the first bodice I made, yeah, didn't work. It is actually a binder. I actually put on I made it racerback because I was going to add a hood to it. This was going to be the original bodice of my Sith dress. That's why I was so confused as to why it took me so long to make it. Made it a racerback because it's easier to attach a hood to a racerback. And so I put on one of my sports bras and it works perfectly. I pretty much have no boobs, which is great. So when I was at Joann's, I grabbed some eyelets, but I also grabbed, knowing me, I planned for the future. Also because I break bras. Bras just die on me, and I don't have the money to go out and buy stuff. Because things made for women are expensive in this society for some odd reason. So yeah, but now I'm really happy now because I have a binder for every day. Where is my scissors are here. I've also been working on a couple of side things when I'm supposed to be doing homework, but those are for only if y'all are interested in hearing about them. I don't want to, I'll probably tell you guys anyway, but my plans for them are only if there is enough interest, enough non-problematic interest, which makes it sound like I'm peddling drugs or something really offensive, but I'm not. I guess while I'm just like preparing, I can talk about it. I prepared so much for this. This is actually me during convention week, guys. I'm like so tired. I'm just so stressed. All I really want to do is just play the Division and like forget the world. But I'm here for you guys. And yeah. So for those of you who may or may not follow me on Facebook, I did last summer a collaborative effort with one of my other friends who is a cosplayer. She and I bonded over a love of My Chemical Romance, and we both really enjoyed the the True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys like storyline. I thought I just dig anything like post-apocalyptic Mad Max, really like grungy punk, you know, like dirty, like angsty kind of bullshit, and she did as well. And so we decided to do a group effort, and we decided to do our own Killjoy personas. And my Killjoy persona has dreadlocks because she was part of a gang, like a biker gang or anything, but like a renegade Killjoy gang. Renegade gang, I guess you can say. They weren't affiliated with the Killjoys. A renegade gang, and it was kind of similar to a color gang. Their colors were blue and black, and everybody else had different ways of showing their colors. And my character, who had a buzz cut for so long, decided to grow out her hair and didn't know how to keep it. It got all matted and dreadlocky, so she turned them into locks, and she used that to display her colors. Now, I'm not saying that dreads are associated with gangs. That's not it at all. Dreads are actually a beautiful hairstyle that I very much envy. That is just my personal character story. I don't want this taken out of context. That's my character's personal story. That is not in any way reflective of dreadlocks, the history of locks, anything at all. I'm being serious. I really want to I don't want to be problematic. I really don't. So I had to make fake yarn dreads because I won't dread my hair. I won't like actually physically dread my hair. So a lot of people seemed interested in them when I made them. So I've been kind of making a lot of them. You can all see them on the bottom. I do them as like something to do with my hands so I don't pick my nails. So a lot of people have been saying that I should sell them. I'm not really sure because, again, I don't want to cause problems. Because like I already feel like I've offended somebody by describing my character's backstory with a gang of like renegade killjoys and her hair being used as a sign of her color. Hey! It's okay, Linu. Hi! I'm sorry I missed your stream earlier. I got your message. I got the notification that you went live right as I was leaving work. So by the time I got home, I actually took a nap. I'm sorry. I actually had my finger on the thing to watch your stream. My eyes were like, no, you will sleep now because you are tired. So thank you for dropping by. Thank you for saying hi. I'm just rambling, trying to fix any problematic things that I could have said. Cause, yup. Yeah, I know a lot of people who stream at weird times. I'm streaming at a weird time. I don't usually stream on Wednesdays, but as it says below, Convention Week Countdown. Yes. Hopefully. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. True Shadow hasn't actually been feeling very well. Something happened with his appendix. He hasn't had to get it out, but he was in a lot of pain. The doctors aren't sure what's actually going on because the pain has actually subsided significantly, and it's very uncommon for that to happen. It either, like whenever it gets inflamed, that usually means that it's time to get it out, but it has gone away. So the plan is that the hopeful plan is that he comes with me to Anime Boston. We do Izaya and Shizuo. Or we just go in plain clothes and we have fun. The backup plan is I go by myself and I do Death from the Sandman comics, my Halloween costume. The worst case scenario is that he needs surgery, and I will not be going to Anime Boston if he needs surgery. I'll just stay here and I will stream and I will play Magica with him. I'll just, hang out. But it's good, yeah, it's good to know that it's not as bad as it is now, but knowing just how the universe likes to fuck with me, I have a very strong feeling that I will be doing Death for Anime Boston. Enough of a strong enough feeling that I have this compelling feeling to like make her a shirt. So I'm going to be going to Joann's tomorrow and getting some fabric just to tidy up a shirt that I've been making. So that is honestly the worst case scenario, though. That is really honestly the worst case scenario is that I don't go. Like, the worst thing that can happen cosplay wise is I just switch my cosplay, which will suck because I got all this fur for Isaiah, but yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I posted it on Twitter earlier and you know, I was asking people, you know, send some love, send some good vibes, tweet at him. If follow him on Twitter, go send him a good get well tweet. He really needs it right now. He actually streamed for a little bit yesterday, but then didn't really feel so well, so he went to bed. And I'll probably, after doing my sleeves and my hood for Isaiah, I will probably be just streaming The Division the rest of the night. Because I did all of my homework, so I deserve to not do anything at all. I really hope that I will end up being able to go to Boston because I will actually be a guest on the Gerard show this weekend. We'll be streaming a game. The game is a secret, although I'm pretty sure Gerard one has already kind of talked about it. But that is the plan. The plan is to be a guest. I do. Convention week is hard. It's gotten to the point where like I haven't even I don't even work at my desk anymore, even though that's where my sewing machine is. Cat, you've been getting into my fake fur. I haven't even been working. I've been working on the floor. Which is usually a sign that I need to relax. Yeah. Yeah, no, I am not currently in Boston. I wish I was. My life would just be, I actually want to move to Boston. That's actually my plan. My whole life plan is to move to Boston. As you can tell by my shirt. My whole plan is to move to Boston so that I may be free to be a Bruins fan without the fear of getting retaliated on. No, I plan on moving to Boston because it's becoming a new graphic design art hub. And I dig art hubs. I can't stand New York too. New York is too big, it's too artsy, and you always have to look good when you leave the house, and I can't do that. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for jobs this summer in Boston once I get an idea for my capstone. Because I can't think. I just can't. I can't work an hourly wage where me getting Good Friday off usually is a good thing, but it's not a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna just... yes? Is that how I do this? Yes. I never learned how to professionally sew, so everything I do, I have taught myself, and it's usually the most backward-ass way to do it. Yeah. But I'm just happy. No matter what happens, I'm just happy I have my giant sewing kit at home. My giant one. My big old sewing kit that my great-grandma gave me, because my great-grandma is cool! Thank you. Thank you for dropping by, Linu. Really means a lot to hear from you. And I'm sorry I missed your stream. I'm going to try catching you even if I'm at work, because even if I'm at work, it doesn't matter to me. I still watch streams. So, I'll catch ya. Have a good night. Oh, and the fur, it starts flying. Oh no, I'm gonna have to vacuum. I don't want to vacuum. I really don't want to vacuum. See, this is why a lot of people have like cutting boards, so that they can keep all the fur that might come off onto a stable place. But I don't. Of course, I will be there. Alrighty, bye bye. So, alright. So I have decided to hand sew the fur on a trim because I hate myself. Mostly. That's most of the reason why I usually do things the most complicated ways, because I do indeed hate myself. And I like taking up challenges. And also because it's been a very long week, and usually when it's been a long week, all I really want to do is do things with my hands, and that means sewing. To all the pervy people out there, it means sewing and making dreadlocks. So. Plus, I haven't hand sewn in a while, and you gotta continue to do it. Anybody out there who's learning how to hand sew, keep doing it. Do things as part of your cosplays that require hand sewing. Do it. Because I guarantee you, you will regret it. Because there's going to be one time when you're going to need to hand sew something, and it's been like a year or 2 or 5 since you've last hand sewn because you got yourself a fancy new sewing machine, and then you try to start sewing. You end up fumbling around, and it turns into baby's first sewing. Turns into baby's first sewing. Oh, I forgot to tweet. See, this is how hectic I am. I'm usually on top of my social media. Not today. Well, I have been kind of on top of social media recently. I recently turned on Twitter notifications. My battery hates me for it. Really does. It actually really does. Woo! Con. Whoa, I can't type. Woo! Whoa. Gotta throw in some hashtags. Cosplay. Twitch stream. Twitch. Hashtag Twitch. Hashtag bitches. Hashtag getting all the bitches. Now, just if I ever do that for reals, please send help because I am not myself. Awesome. Cool. Alright. You guys get to see me at my worst. Yay. Because when I do this for cosplay, when I do this for just like general streams and stuff, it's planned. I usually have most of my homework done. I'm usually not worrying about anything. Don't have anything big coming up. But convention weeks, I don't know what it is, guys. I could have the entire costume done. The entire costume. Like done like 3 days before I actually even need to leave. And I'd still be stressed. So yeah, but it's fine. I think it also has to do with the fact that I've been on my convention workout schedule. So that's like a lot of crunches, a lot of squats before bed. Yeah. It's just a lot. Hello everybody! Oh yeah, also welcome everybody to the stream. Hello. Hello. Alright. Gotta stretch out the sleeves so that I can. Oh, yeah, crap. I have to pin these. So, anybody going to Anime Boston? I'd like to know. Oh, fuck. That sucks. Alright, will it kill me to remove the sleevey bits from the sweatshirt? It might. We don't know. Actually, okay. Let's see how it is. Alright. Actually fits him. But I like long sleeves because I'm a piece of shit human being. So I'm actually just gonna cut it there. Alright. For planning, people, planning. I plan here. I do not plan. Awesome. Got a new follower on Twitter. Super awesome. Alright, I'm just gonna... Wait, I should probably pin this. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should have started on the hood. Nah. That would require me to think ahead. I don't do that. Well, I try not to. God, this poor sweatshirt. It's a good thing it was on sale. It's a damn good sweatshirt for being on sale, though. Damn fine. It's a damn fine sweatshirt for being on sale. That is for damn sure. Oh, this is me delirious, guys. This is me delirious. Just imagine what it's going to be like when I eventually start doing my chandelure. God. You're just going to get neurotic me. That's not even going to be for like a huge convention. That's going to be for like 2018. Like, I'm stressed out for the cosplay my sister and I are going to be doing for KineticCon, which is Genderbent Miguel and Tulio from The Road to El Dorado. If you guys don't know what The Road to El Dorado is, or if you've never seen that movie, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Seriously. Like, it's one of the greatest DreamWorks animated movies ever to come out of the 90s. It is fantastic. The acting is superb. The storyline is actually really good. And it'll make you cry. And Elton John did it. WonderCon. I am not going to WonderCon. I'm sorry. Where is WonderCon? If I say hello. Oh, I'm going to say, oh, please, if I say your name wrong, I'm really sorry. I'm really bad with Japanese names. I'm really sorry. It actually took me a while to learn how to say Izaya correctly. Ryosuke. If I got it wrong, I'm really sorry. Where is WonderCon? Because depending on where WonderCon is depends on whether or not I will actually be attending. Because I try to stick within the New England area. I try not to go outside of it. I'm gonna flip this, or I'm gonna flip this inside out. I should just start a Patreon page. If people genuinely want me to go to a different convention, I should just start a Patreon page and just like make things for people so that I can afford to go to all these fantastic cons. Oh, no. I am nowhere near LA. I am on the opposite side of the United States. Complete opposite side of the United States. If you'd like to pay for me to go to WonderCon, or you'd like to suggest for me to go as a guest, I will definitely go, but no, I am not going to WonderCon, sadly. And if I were to go to any convention in California, it would definitely have to be San Diego Comic-Con first. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but I've always wanted to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I'd actually cry if I ever got to go. I actually would cry, not believe anybody who would tell me that I was going, and then I would proceed to Anime Boston hype. Yep, pretty much. Hopefully I will be able to do Izaya. There is a slight chance that my Shizuo might not be able to make it, and I told him that I would not do Izaya without him because our dynamic is too perfect. We've worked too hard on like dynamic and poses and everything. We've worked too hard on it. So you might actually see me as either Death from the Sandman comics or Izaya Orihara. So I'll be making an announcement of which one I'm actually doing tomorrow when I find out more about what's going on. So yeah, but I'm very excited to go to Anime Boston. I'm very, very excited. I have never been to Anime Boston. This is my first year doing Anime Boston. I actually am, I'm actually debating on whether or not to do the rave. I have actually never gone to a post-convention, convention-affiliated. Does that make sense? Wait. Post-con, con-affiliated event. Yes, I have never been to one of them. I tend to go to cons in the area, so I'm usually actually home in bed by the time most of the raves start because I have work. But most of my friends are going to be busy, so I actually have been looking to see if there's anything worth doing. And if the rave is in fact worth it, I'll be there. I have a rave Cheshire cat that I've been dying to break out. Give me a reason to throw on a pair of cat ears and put my Cheshire cat dreads in my hair. Give me a reason. Are you going to Anime Boston? Because if so, I will see you there. I'm trying to think positively. Anime is so hard to cosplay, by the way. To all of like my anime, like to all of the people in this watching my stream right now who cosplay anime, I have so much respect for you guys. I do comic books for a reason. You guys, it's like an art form. Anime is already an art form, so to cosplay an art form is just art form inception. Plus, oh no! I hope that you have fun at WonderCon, though. I love LA conventions. No, I didn't, because I was at work all day. I was so mad. I actually asked them if I could have today off so I could pick up comics. And they said no. They said that I had work waiting for me in the office. And then I get to the office, and they actually said that I didn't have anything to do, but since I was in, that I had to stay. I was going to do my Harley. Right now, actually, the comic book I'm reading is like right directly in front of me, and I have fur on me right now. But I'm actually picking up as I go along the Tank Girl anthology, because I read it as a kid. It's the worst thing to read as a child, Tank Girl. Like, Harley Quinn, Tank Girl, like, I have so many skewed moral, like, comic book heroes. Like, Tank Girl, Death, and Delirium, and Desire, and, like, Harley Quinn. And Selena Kyle, and Poison Ivy. Like, I swear, I'm okay. But I'm actually reading the Tank Girl anthology. I have number 1. I'm working through it in between homework and cosplay. And it just is such a nostalgia bomb. I love it. What are you reading recently? I had to actually pick up a couple of the ones that I actually have stopped reading. My dad buys me comics every Christmas. Because he didn't get a boy, but he was blessed with a girl who loves he was blessed with a girl who loved comics. So, oh god, now I really want to watch Tank Girl. It's not on Netflix anymore. I gotta stream that shit. I have to just like stream me watching movies from my childhood. Just so you guys can see like how truly out of the box I get when it comes to these things. Like, I'm just like, nostalgia. Nostalgia all over my face. That's naughty. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. It's been a really long day. I feel like I should just pin this with my sleeve through it, which is not good, but I don't care. Isaiah, why do you have such furry cuffs? I actually have to I'm gonna binge watch Durarara when I get off stream. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna binge watch Durarara, because if I have to do Isaiah, I might as well like binge watch the first season. Because I got halfway through it. It's just, it does that narrative thing where it's really annoying, where the answer is really simple, but it's not, and I'm just sitting there going, I have figured this out, but why am I wrong? So I get angry. The film studies student inside of me gets very angry. Alright. I'm just gonna sew up to here. Hopefully this will work. I have never just, this is my first time using fun fur, guys. Legitimately, this is my first time using fun fur. I have 5 12-inch, 5-foot long bolts of it. Hopefully this is enough. If not, there is a local Michael's. So tomorrow they will be seeing me running and crying. I need more fur for my sweatshirt. Why do you need fur for a sweatshirt? I don't know. Just don't ask questions. Just give me the goddamn fur. This isn't, hold on, I have to remind myself. This is inside out. Guys, this shows legitimately how like tired I am. I should just work on my binder. Yeah, I feel you. That's why I'm mostly happy. That's why I'm mostly, that sounds really familiar to me. Like the spelling and everything. Who does that? I hate it when this happens. When like something looks familiar and like I have actually like seen it on like the shelves or something. I just didn't either. I either didn't pick it out, or like I didn't pick it up, or I don't own it. So all right, I'm gonna just do it this way, which is, all right, here we go. Right here. I'm gonna Google that. I'm sorry guys if that came out. New window. Let me see. I've seen it. Hold on. I have seen. Hold on. The cover for issue 1 looks familiar. Salty is always waifu. I love her so much. She has been irritating me as of lately when watching this show. I don't know. I guess I'm such like a strong, independent like character person that like when if
if anybody here has not caught up with season 1 of Raw, I am about to spoil something, so please, like, either mute me or, like, walk out of the room or something, because spoiler alert, this is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So I kind of got irritated when she and, oh my god, I know his name. I just call him Pervy Doctor. She and Pervy Doctor got engaged. She kind of turned not strong anymore. I don't know how else to describe it. She kind of turned into like a waifu stereotype, and I got really mad about that. Because like the entire season we've seen like strong Shoji, like, I need to find my head, and like wrecking bitches and, you know, taking money, and not really taking money, more like hanging out with Shizuo, which I ship so hard. I ship too hard. This ship needs to sail, damn it. But yeah, no, she totally did. Like, it was like the minute that the wedding was on, it was like, okay, like metaphorically, it was like, here are my balls. I am now your waifu. I'm like, you're a supernatural creature. Excuse me? So that was my reaction. That was my reaction to her getting engaged, which a lot of people were happy about. They were like, yay, Salty's getting engaged, my ship is sailing. I was like, no, my ship's not sailing. Shizuo and Salty aren't sailing. Why aren't they sailing? They're actually better for each other. No, they have this unspoken, like, friendship that I really love. Like, even if they don't, like, get shipped, like, romantically shipped, they need to be, like, more needs to be explained about their friendship, and it probably is. I probably have, and I just don't remember it. Actually, I probably have, and I just probably don't remember it. I actually have to check up on my Crunchyroll and see what I have watched. Oh, that's a worrisome. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. A sex bot just texted me, guys. I no lie. No lie. I just got one. I need you if you're man enough. I was like, I'm a woman. My time for animes has actually like been put to a halt. I did watch. Ooh, what was it? Psycho-Pass. I watched the entire first season of Psycho-Pass. That was fantastic. I really like that, but I love crime shows. So anything like, you know, crime drama related, I was all over it. And future crime drama with like a societal criticism, I was all over that. And I also did watch Shokugeki no Soma. We watched, true shout out, my partner and I watched up to the most current episode, the curry challenge. And we love it because of the over-topness. I haven't seen the second season of Psycho-Pass. I really want to, and a lot of people have actually been telling me that is not worth it. And I'm really sad because the first season was so damn good. The first season was just so damn good. I'm really mad that a lot of people have been telling me that the second season is not worth it. But that usually happens, like, a lot of the times, the shows I watch. But it's usually the reverse, actually. Usually the first season is, like, shitty, and then the second season is, like, perfect, and I'm usually the one telling people, like, you need to watch to the second season. Like, I'm a huge Gotham fan. Like, I've been watching since, like, I've been keeping up with it since it first got announced. And I had to beg my friends to watch the second season. Begged them. I had to bribe them with pizza to watch the second season. Because the first season was such an introductory season that there was no plot. It left with a cliffhanger for a plot that was barely starting. So a lot of people didn't like it. And I was the one sitting there going like, you need to watch it! It's really good! It got really good! But, so yeah. A lot of the shows I've been watching have been more like non-animated shows. I want to. I got through half of season 1 of Daredevil, and then I stopped because Jessica Jones came out. And I had to watch Jessica Jones. It was just so good. The way it drew you in, it was just perfectly written. And then I stopped watching that because it got too real for me. In any other, in more of a sense of like, I just couldn't. Like, it was too much, man. I was like crying every other episode. So I have so many shows I need to like catch up on and continue watching. But that's what I hope this weekend will be. I'll like go over to my friend's house, hijack their Wi-Fi, and just watch all my shows. Well, I watched Steven Universe. That's another animated show I watch. I really love the show. I've been watching that one since season 1. So I watched Steven Universe. I also watch RuPaul's Drag Race, because I'm a huge fan of drag. I'm a huge fan of costume design. I'm a huge fan of makeup design, hence cosplaying. So I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I do also watch American Horror Story. So I did watch Hotel, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I loved the plot, and I know a lot of people will hate me for saying that, but I loved the plot. It was just so thick and juicy. I loved it. It was just so perfect. So that's what I'm watching is Gotham and RuPaul's Drag Race. But I am probably again going to be binging a lot of shows that I need to catch up on. I also have a really bad habit of saying I'm going to catch up on a show, and then I turn to YouTube. So I'll be like, I'm going to catch up on Jessica Jones today, and then I end up watching like all of the Game Grumps, or like all of Markiplier, or like all of like MXR mods. Like, I'm currently halfway through MXR mods, Skyrim mods. I'm on like episode like 20s. I'm in the 20s. No, I'm not. I'm actually in the 40s. Wait, am I? I'm in the 30s. I had to do math. So I do typically watch a lot of shows. I've also been watching like the 1980s Gem cartoon, but I usually do that when I am like really tired and I cannot fall asleep and I need something stupid and mindless and like completely nonsensical to watch. Because I can't watch something that like I want to watch, like Criminal Minds or something like that. I can't watch something that I'll be interested in. I have to watch something that doesn't make sense. Otherwise, I'll be sitting there watching it until 3 in the morning going, where did time go? Alright, hopefully this will work out. I have never sewn with fur. Not sure what the appropriate way to sew fur is. Sew fur. Huh? Eh. Come on, Stitch. I got this. Come on, Stitch. Come on. Come on, you got this. What are you watching currently? I've been talking about a lot of the shows that I watch. Get me talking on shows, and I swear to God, I'll be going for hours. There are a couple other shows that I actually used to dedicatingly watch, but I don't watch anymore. Like Face Off. I used to watch Face Off like religiously. Like bought the season pass on iTunes and everything. I used to watch Face Off, and then I don't know, I started doing Face Off on a daily, so it's kind of like one of those, oh, this looks fun, I think I'll try it, and then you end up like trying it, and then you end up not watching the shows that made you do it, which is why I'm curious as to why I still watch Drag Race, because technically I still do cosplay, but cosplay isn't drag. Well, I mean, technically what I'm doing. If I do Isaiah for Anime Boston, I would be in drag. Oh no! Why did he do that? Oh no, my partner just went live on Twitch. always there to watch him and mod his chats. Why'd you do this? It's my fault. We're streaming so late. And I'm not being very interesting because my white balance is off. And it's very hard to see what I'm sewing. I love Supernatural. Oh my god. I love how I had to whisper that because I'm just like, I love Supernatural so much. Like my love for it was just too much. I'm just like, my sister and I do my sister who just got into cosplay because I finally got her into it. I finally broke her, as I like to say, finally broke her. We do a gender bent Sam and Dean because she is not comfortable enough cross-playing yet that she said that if we were to ever do any of our favorite characters, which a lot of them are male, hence the gender bent Road to El Dorado, it is better. Oh my god, I love it. It's just like, Every time I see my sister, no lie, every time I see my sister, she comes up to me and she hugs me. I really want to, but the sclera lenses are just something that I am not ready for. My sister is my Sam. I am the Dean, as you can tell by the hair. I am the Dean because I have the naturally short hair. My sister is Sam because she has long hair and she is Majestic Moose. In the most loving way possible. Like, she is a majestic, beautiful, like, person. And she's really smart. And she's like, yeah, like, we wanted to do Sam and Dean from our favorite seasons. So, I like the Apocalypse seasons. That's season 5. God damn, it has so many seasons. I actually did a paper on that season too. Hold on. 5 and 6. 5 and 6? Yeah, 5 and 6. 5 and 6. The end of season 5 is when Death shows up, I believe. Yes. It's been a while. It really has been a while since I've seen this show. Like, especially like those early seasons. Like, it's been a while. So if I get it wrong, it's not because of ignorance. It's because of just like time. And we wanted to do that season of Sam and Dean because Sam had like the kind of longish hair. He was feeling tormented and shit. He was all hopped up on demon blood. So I wanted to do, yeah, with Satan, yes. I really want to put my sister in like a really cheesy like white business suit for like women, like a power suit, like a 1980s power suit, and have her do like possessed Sam. But she will never do it because she does not look good in all white. But my sister is actually shorter than me. Yeah, when he was at his quote-unquote strongest, yes. He also had like some of the best like story character development during those seasons. Like, you really felt for Sam because all the other seasons, you got that he hated being the freak. You got that he hated being the new kid, like all that shit. But like, you really realized how deep that like disconnection was and how much you really didn't like it. And it was really soul crushing when he like started talking about it. I was just like, Sam, no. It was, yeah, really, on like Apocalypse seasons like 3 through 6. I have never cried so much watching a television show. Actually, no, the hardest I have ever cried was when I was watching Once Upon a Time, when I was huge into that show. It kind of got really shitty after season 2. Any Once Upon a Time fan? I like the concept of the Leviathan. I think that it was really interesting. And I'm looking at it from a standpoint as somebody who like analyze. I went to school for like TV and film studies, so like I actually went to school. I got to write papers about TV shows. So that was my undergraduate education. I have a degree in watching Netflix. Um, God, that's actually a great thing. That's what I should have gotten a degree in, watching Netflix. Um, I liked it from a conceptual standpoint. I just don't think that I didn't think the execution was well. They could have done so much. I mean, Leviathan is a demon in Judeo-Christian mythology, and they are basically like the Leviathan demons are basically like what they're kind of depicted as. They're like they eat everything, they consume everything, but they are large beasts who do that. I always wanted to. I like the idea of like the large conglomerate, all that shit. I get it, big business, evil, blah blah blah. That's really common. I would have liked to see something better, like Leviathans, like in the government, or Leviathans in the military, like something really like gut punchy. But I like the design of the Leviathans. I thought they were fucking terrifying. And soap, yes. Oh my god. Uh, I am but yeah, no, my sister's shorter than me, and whenever we do our supernatural cosplay, because she's shorter than me, she's my mini moose. She is mini moose. I really want to I really want to do something with the Leviathans. I don't know. I always like the idea. Maybe I'll do like a makeup of it. Maybe I'll do a makeup of it on the stream. Like get like really good face paint and like paint my face to look like a Leviathan. That'd be really cool. Honestly, no. And I'm gonna go back to seasons 3 through 6 because the whole concept of Dean being the hand of God at the apocalypse, to be possessed by an angel, to have to deal with this idea that his brother, his only living family is going to be his arch enemy at the end of time, and that it all comes down between him fighting against his brother, which is I guess symbolic of like Gabriel fighting of Michael, not Gabriel. Gabriel's a douchebag. I love Gabriel though. Michael fighting Lucifer, like there is a lot of cosplays of Sam and Dean and Cass. But I mean it's the three typical characters. But I really liked that season of Dean because that Dean was it showed how much he'd be willing to do for his family, and I always find that really commending because I come from a very tight-knit family, and so the thought of like forsaking the apocalypse so I didn't have to fight my sister is something that I would definitely consider, which is why I think whenever we cosplay Sam and Dean, there's such an authentic relationship there because we would do a lot of the same things that Sam and Dean do for themselves in those time of harsh realities. We would risk life or limb for each other, and I really commend that. And Demon Dean, of course, is like, sexy and evil and all that shit, but like, Dean is just a dude who likes to eat burgers, drink beer, listen to Rush, and kick the shit out of things that need to get their shit kicked out of. So, I don't know. Call me an old like fan of the early seasons, whatever. But Kripke's my man. Nothing. The first time I actually did Dean, I did a hall cosplay contest as him where you could do like a little skit at the end of your runway walk because it was kind of like it wasn't like a professional competition, it was like like a runway where you could do something at the end if you wanted to, and I had someone cue up Eye of the Tiger and I did the Eye of the Tiger dance. I was so proud of myself. But I'm actually rewatching. My sister and I are we didn't plan on this, but we are both rewatching the show from the beginning at the same time. And we've actually stopped at the same time, like without us knowing. It's actually really weird. Guitar with my leg and everything. I actually was standing up, so it was kind of hard. So I was like, my pasty legs on my stream. I don't go outside much. I did the faces, I did the guitar leg. I even like position, I even got on like the floor so that when he did Rising Up, I was like, Rising Up. It was great. That's what I did. It was, I should have won Best Performance, but I'm not that better. I'm really not that better. Oh, that's perfect. Dad! Oh my god. Okay. So again, another fun fact. I'm sorry, my sister and I, pretty much whenever you bring up Supernatural, it's like everything with... I don't want to. I've heard so many bad... I've actually been told to watch it for shits and giggles. I've actually been told that the only appropriate time to watch the anime version is when you are hopped up on cold medication and you don't care about the world. And I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had a bad cold this season. So, I haven't had a chance to do that. But the next time, I actually probably will. The next time I am sick and I have nothing to do, I will probably live tweet me watching the anime version of Supernatural just for shits and giggles. And one time on my old Twitter account, like my personal Twitter account that I don't touch, live tweeted myself and a couple of friends and I watching Gem for the first time, and we were just sitting there going like, people watched this in the 80s? People willingly sat their kids in front of the television and watched this? So, sorry, my nose is itchy. I hope I am not allergic to fun fur, otherwise this entire cosplay would be for naught. Which would totally suck, because I bought all the supplies and everything. I'm even going to re-dye some of my pants. Well, I'm probably going to re-dye some of my pants anyway, even if I do death. Holy shit. Really? He didn't even do it for... Oh. Faux pas. Faux pas anime Supernatural. Faux pas. Yeah, no, then I won't do... Yeah, no, then I will only watch it when I am on cold medication. Jensen is the only person who should voice Dean. That is it. That is the end of it. It is actually unwritten law. It's actually against federal law to have anybody else but Jensen Ackles play Dean Winchester in anything Supernatural related. It is against federal law. Actually is. I'm convinced of it. Because anything that is supernatural that doesn't concern Jensen Ackles or Jared Padalecki is just bad. Oh yeah. He was a... Oh my god. If Red Hood was ever put into like a live action movie, it has to be Jensen. He just fits it so well. He's the douchebag Jason Todd always was. I actually am sad that no one has really done the Under the Red Hood Joker. Sidetracking, I'm sorry, my brain is like going all over the place, but like, I'm really sad no one has really done that. Like the big pimp hood, like the big pimp like jacket and like the big strong jaw. Like, why haven't people done that? Like, that is such a cool design of the Joker. It's really 90s. That's what it is. It's a 90s version of the Joker. Like, the whole big thug, badass, like, character. Yeah, that's the kind of Joker it is. Like, everyone thinks the Joker's like a lanky, like, dude. I mean, he is. But I don't know. I just like that idea of, like, taking something and doing the complete opposite of it. Like, taking the Joker, like someone who's usually known for being like lanky and like relying on his insanity and like basically being like the opposite of Batman. Like, he's not big and muscular. He can't fight. He uses weapons. Like, I like that idea of using like a big burly Joker. I liked that idea. It was really cool. But we're getting Jared Leto. I don't want to talk about it. My friends have a rule when it comes to that movie, which is do not engage. My friend actually got into an argument with me about the recent the Suicide Squad movie, and my friend, one of my good friends, actually commented and said, "It's his fault. He engaged." But I'm not going to get mad on stream about it. I will just say that I don't agree with the artistic direction that they are taking the film. And that is that. I'm happy to see that Will Smith is. I have mixed feelings about it. I have very mixed feelings about it. I want to like it. I want to like it. I have very, like, strange Batman comic book ideals. Like, the very first Batman comic that my dad gave me, this will date not only my father but myself, but the very first Batman comic my dad ever gave me was his copy, his hardcover copy, his hardcover anthology copy of the Frank Miller Batman. It had Dark Knight Rises, DK2, and the other one he did, Jesus, I know this, but like the really crazy wrinkly Batman with Stephanie Brown as the Robin. Yeah, that was my first Batman. You can imagine why I was so confused as to what, like, Batman the Animated Series and Steve Miller, like Frank Miller Batman. That was like Miller Batman, because I can't remember his name. All I remember is Miller Time. God damn it, Linkara. God damn it. But that was my experience with Batman. Like, some of my first experiences with Batman. So it's actually really crazy, because and whenever I see like a Stephanie Brown Robin at a convention, I like freak out and I like take so many pictures of them, because I'm like, no one ever does her. Everybody forgets about Miller Robin. Everyone forgets about Stephanie. And it irritates the shit out of me because she was so cool. Like the visor and like the hair, it looked like a fucking ice cream cone. It was so cool. When I was younger, I wanted to be Stephanie Brown. I think that was like the first costume I ever wanted to do was Stephanie Brown Robin. I got so many bad looks from people. That's actually the first time that when I told somebody that, it was the first time I was ever called a fake nerd. True fact. True fact from Life of Lady Kaye. Life and Times of Lady Kaye. True fact. Second time I was ever called a fake nerd, was, oh god, when was that? When I started talking about, I like collecting graphic novels, hence why I have the Tank Girl comic right over there. I like graphic novels a little bit more than like single issues, because it's better than waiting for them to come out. I get to read it all in one fell swoop. I get like the full effect of the story. I can put it down and like go back and read it and like relive the whole story over again, which I can't really do with single editions. I was reading this really beautiful mixed media graphic novel called Arkham Asylum, and it was beautifully made. The narrative was just like Batman. I think it was Batman was trapped in Arkham, or Arkham was in lockdown and Batman had to go through Arkham and like fix it. And it was fucked up. Real fucked up. It was beautifully done though. It was mixed media, so it was like photography and traditional design, and it was just really pretty. And I was reading it in public. Wrong place to have it happen. And someone came up to me and said that I was a fake nerd for reading some garbage like that. I know. Oh my god. I read through the book and I didn't understand it. And I read the script in the back and it all came flooding back to me. So I would like go back and forth between the script in the back and like the stuff, like go through the story and actually read it. And that's when I like realized how fucked up it was. And I love it when they put Batman in Arkham. Just like the idea of him in Arkham facing everything. Because all of his supervillains are basically just like they're just based off of like God, yes, I know. It was so like yeah, it is the darkest Batman story that I've read to date. I was trying to think of another one, but I was like, no. That was the darkest. That was the darkest Batman that I've ever read. The most interesting Batman that I've ever read was the Hush series, which not many people know about, but like a lot of people know. Like they know the story. Like when I say Hush, they know what I'm talking about. But like it's not remembered. I don't know why. It was so goddamn good, and actually it reaffirmed my love for the Riddler even more. Actually, because I was always been like a huge like the Riddler's cool. He's kind of like a knockoff Joker, but like my love for the Riddler was really solidified after Hush. I don't know why. It was just so good. It just sticks with me to this day. Whenever I go home, I read it. It's just. I think it's that last panel of Ed overlooking the chessboard. I think it's that image. That image still sticks to me. I actually have vivid dreams like with that image in my mind. It's like the most vivid image. And to me, whenever I hear about the Riddler, it's the first thing that pops in my head because it just shows that even though the Joker may be the clown prince of crime and, you know, Oswald Cobblepot may be like really wealthy and like, you know, Bruce Wayne may be, you know, Bruce Wayne, but really Ed has the entire city in his pocket. Like that was the thing that solidified. Like the real true supervillain is Ed, yet he has stepped back. Like that to me just it freaked out. Oh snap! Probably, probably. I don't read New 52 on the basis that I didn't read New 52 for a lot of reasons. One of them being, I don't really see the need to do an overhaul of an entire universe that some of the best like narratives of the entire DC universe came from alternate universes, from like alternate Earth, like Earth A, Earth B, like all the alternate Earths and everything. Some of the best stories came from it. And I know it's confusing and shit, but like true fans would like figure it out and everything. But like there's no reason to overhaul it. And a lot of the new changes they made to characters, especially Batman, especially the Batman world, were completely unnecessary. I just didn't like them. Like I hate Damien. Damien's a whiny little bitch. Damien can Jason Todd. I said it and I meant it. So whiny. And he's I'm like Damien. Really? That's what you name your kid? You name your kid Damien? Like seriously. Like I understood Dick Grayson's connection to Batman. His parents were murdered in front of him. Batman immediately had a bond with him. He wanted to be the father figure that he didn't have to this kid. I know. I just moment of silence for how badass Red Hood used to be. Like, Dick Grayson, it's understandable why he was Robin, and he continued on the legacy with Nightwing. No one like Jason Todd, he was a piece of shit, that's why we killed him off. And Tim Drake is just an asshole, and I never liked him, and I understand that was his charm, but, like, he was still an asshole. Like, fuck that. Seriously. Fuck that. And like now Damien, I was just like, really? You had a chance to pull Stephanie and give the mantle of Robin to a girl, and you didn't? You picked a whiny bitch who's an illegitimate son? Okay. Cool, DC. Whatever you want to do, you're the boss here. So And also Harley got destroyed. Harley got completely destroyed and they don't care. They did horrible things. Well, her character development is better, but her character development is way better. But like, she was just still super destroyed because of it. Like, I appreciate the little bits and pieces that they added, like the whole Black Canary situation. That really hit me hard. It hurts when I see it. Like, I understand there will be always people who like the new versions of characters, of classic characters more. I get that. Whatever, sure. Whatever floats your boat, I got no problem with, because what floats my boat is different. Um, but how dare they? How dare they? They give her all of this character development. They make her someone to look up to when it comes to surviving domestic abuse. Like, she got out of her relationship with the Joker. She's now making her own name. She's working past her PTSD every day. She's dealing with so much past trauma. Like, she's becoming one of her own with, like, her own intelligence, her own ability to be independent. Like, she's becoming her own person, which is fantastic. Yet they treat her like a sex object, and that's what really burns me, because my girl is not a sex object. Hence why y'all can tell my dedication to the woman, because I got my Batman and my skull thing on right now. Always wear black and red. There's always something on me that's black and red because of Harley. Again, I need to pick better comic book role models. I need to pick better comic book role models. Harley Quinn. Why do you like Harley Quinn? Because she's badass and she's blonde and she has a PhD, for fuck's sakes. She's a fucking doctor. And she can get into Arkham. She could just walk into Arkham. She just knows how to get into Arkham. It's so perfect. And she's diluted down to this little sex object that they use to sell comic books to horny 14-year-old boys. No offense to any 14-year-old boys in the audience right now. I have not heard of them. Again, it has been a while since I have picked up a comic. I actually, confession, I've actually started to regress back more to old comics, since why, again, I'm reading Tank Girl, hence why I'll go back and I'll reread things like Hush and, like, Kingdom Come and Miller Batman. So I even sat down and read. Neil Gaiman released a huge, like, phone book anthology of Sandman that was hardcover, and I got the first one. I've been reading through that too. I've also been reading through From Hell by Alan Moore. A lot of, like, Alan Moore stuff, a lot of Neil Gaiman stuff. I don't know what it is. I think after doing Death for Halloween, I just kind of was, like, addicted to Vertigo, and I need to go back and reread Hellboy now. I'm sorry, that was a sidetrack moment. I need to go back and reread Hellboy, because I fucking love Hellboy. I love the first movie too. First movie was great. First movie was really consistent with, like, the feeling. Second movie was bullshit. How dare they try and pull that shit with us? God damn it, Guillermo del Toro. You had us. You had us at the first movie, and then you took it all away from us in the second movie. God damn it. And I actually read Watchmen. So jealous. So jealous. I love the way he writes. So poetic. Even during action scenes, it's really poetic. I don't understand where it comes from. Like, I don't understand what poetic nature comes from it, but just the way he writes. And just the way I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's just something in his writing that gets me. And it's hits me at a deep emotional level, and I don't know why. And it's, I don't know, man. It's one of those things. One of those things. Really, one of my dreams is to, like, get, like, an actual comic book artist to, like, sign something. Mine. I don't know. I think my dream would have to be, like, Neil Gaiman signing one of the Sandman comics that I own. Because I was really mad, because the reason why I got the giant anthology is because my mom my mom didn't throw them out. She sold a majority of my Sandman comics, like, Preludes and Nocturnes. She kind of chucked out. She also chucked out the one with Jesus Christ, I know it. My memory is so bad. Like, I can pull out, like, I'm a visual thinker, I'm an artist, so, like, if you ask me to, like, describe to you, like, a scene, I could probably describe it to you, but, like, if you ask me to, like, tell you what it's from, I'm like, what? But, she threw out the one with Lucifer Morningstar when, like, Dream goes to see him, and you get to meet him, and, you get to, you get to meet. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get your name wrong, so I'm really sorry. Antares Dark JVS. Thank you very much for the follow. I don't. I love my comics. My mom sometimes forgets that even though I'm 24, my comics are my life. So sometimes she forgets that and she throws them out. She doesn't throw them out, she sells them. But it's still hard. It's still so hard to hear that when your mom is like, you're 24 years old, you should be reading comics. I'm like, Mom. You get like that deep guttural sigh in the back of your throat, like, Mom, you don't understand me. But that's how she gets with my Funko Pops. Because now I just go to a con and I always bring home a Funko Pop. I plan on bringing home a Funko Pop from Anime Boston. I have to find my Ma Petite Funko because I have an Elsa Mars one from American Horror Story Freak Show, but I had the Ma Petite, the one that came with Ma Petite, and I don't know where the fuck she is. She went missing after I got my cat, so I think my cat ate her. My cat ate Ma Petite. But I collect things. I have like stuffed animals. I have Funko Pops, comics. I have a lot of books. I'm trying to get most of my books on digital so that I can actually I can actually read them on the go, but that's not working out very well. There's a deep burning part inside of me that really just wants to work on death. There's a deep burning part of me that really wants to work on death instead of Isaiah. So there's a deep-seated part of me that really thinks I'm going to be doing death instead of Isaiah. I think that's just me being paranoid. I think it's just me being bored at 11 o'clock at night and working on a cosplay during the convention week, because I have been here before. I don't want to work on this anymore. I'm bored with this costume. I have to push myself through it. I just really hate fun fur. Really hate sewing with it. It's really, really dumb. But it's fun. I'll figure it out. future. That's really in the future of my that's really in the future of my cosplays. I don't think that I will be doing those for a while. I have always wanted to. I always found armor cosplays beautiful, but I personally do not have the skill nor the funds to um, to work with Warbler. I feel like if I ever had a chance to, I'd love to, but so I'd like to, but and I'm not. I don't want to be one of those cosplayers that makes like. What happens? No. This will not happen. Oh my god. Brr. Stop. What the fuck just happened? Ugh. There it is. God damn it. It's like sewing with fur for my cat. I know a lot of people have actually been telling me, they're like, you should make a Patreon page, or you should do this, that, or the other thing. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want you guys to pay for me to do cosplay, and I don't want like to take money from people just so that they can like furnish my hobby. Like I'm one of those people that's like, I'll eat chicken for a week if it means getting something really good for a cosplay. So plus you have to sell stuff on Patreon. You have to give like exclusive access, and there's not much going on in my life right now enough to like warrant exclusive access to something. So the only thing I can think of to warrant exclusive access is exclusive access to me being a failure at being an adult. But maybe in the future, you might see me. I might not work with Warbler immediately. I might work with craft foam, because craft foam can be just as good. It can be just as good as Warbler. You just got to work with it a little bit. I am working on something really big for this summer, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be doing a Sith outfit. I'll be doing a group cosplay, which I've been getting into a lot. It's just because they help me. They help me, like, you know, they keep me on track with shit. I'm considering doing like a Star Wars Jedi and Sith group cosplay with my partner and a couple of friends. It's not really armor, but it's more like it's very hyper stylized, and it's very much, there are some armor elements to it. And I'm doing a Sith because I chose the dark side. Because the dark side has cookies, but the dark side, I think the reason why I chose Sith too was because like after reading about like the Sith, I actually did research too. Shows how dedicated I am to which side I would be. After doing some research, I found that like, fuck rebel scum. Yeah. Yeah, fuck rebel scum. I found that, I don't know, after reading more about it and more about the lore, because I always loved Star Wars, but I never was like hardcore into Star Wars. So I took this as an opportunity to learn more about something I grew up with. I learned more that the whole like anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to, the power of the dark side and all that shit. The reason why they're all so like worrisome about kids being like hyper emotional and shit is because the don't the Sith don't hide their emotions. They let their emotions fuel them. And I'm a very emotional person. I let my emotions and my passions drive me. So it didn't make sense for me to pick a side like the Jedi that were so calm and like almost sterile in their emotions, as opposed to the Sith who are, they use their emotions as power. So I really liked it. I really liked that idea, which is why I chose Sith. Because hell yeah. Alright, guys. I think I'm done with this goddamn cough. Finally. Oh god, it's as good as it's gonna get. The wise words of Mima Thermopolis from Princess Diaries. This is as good as it's gonna get. Awesome. Check that out. Hey guys. Check that out. It actually doesn't look too bad. Huh. This is actually really good. I might have to style it a bit. Huh. I thought this was gonna look horrible. Guys, look at that. I'm so proud of myself. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. I'm not gonna go crazy because I've actually been talking and blabbering on for about an hour and a half. So what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to start pinning for my hood. And I'm going to show you guys what that looks like, and then I'm going to get off for the night because I am that person. I'm sorry this hasn't been super long or super short. I promised you that normally I would just like come home and start streaming, but I had a lot of stuff I had to do. I had to be an adult today. Alright. Oh. They're just going to be fake fur flying everywhere. Perfect. Gotta cut one last piece. Guys, I'm gonna have to vacuum before bed. I also have to work out too, so fuck. Oh, if I get to do death. Oh, now I'm hoping that my boyfriend doesn't come with me to Anime Boston. Now I'm a terrible person. Because I really wanted to do death, but my boyfriend wanted to do Durarara, so I am a girlfriend of many talents, and I will do anything that he wants to do as long as it's feasible and not expensive as fuck. So, oh my god, this is just a disaster. Look at all this fur. You just see like the small hairball that's growing on my thing? That's gonna be my life tonight. That's going to be my life tonight. Ugh. Okay. Alrighty, guys. I'm actually gonna end this here because It's 11:15 at night. I'm tired. I still have to do so much. And I'm not even sure if this is all worth it because I'm not even sure if I'll be debuting this weekend. So this hairy situation is going to pause for a moment. Doesn't it just look delicious? It's just hairball everywhere. I'm just covered in hair. God, it's like my cat is shedding. I'm just like, ugh, it's everywhere. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to do my hood tonight, and then I will be probably doing my other sleeve tomorrow. And I will have more updates for everybody about what's going on. So please, if you're not at least, if you don't at least follow me on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter because that is where all of my big announcements go. That's where my cat just fell because she's not graceful. So that's where everything goes. If there's a big update, that's where I usually put up announcements. That's where I usually put up polls and everything. So that is where I will be putting up my ultimate Anime Boston cosplay lineup. My cat is just falling, and you are my kitty daughter. You are. Oh, big stretches. You know, people come to my stream to see my cat. That's my cat's asshole. I'm sorry, guys. So I should have an answer by tomorrow. So please follow me on Twitter. The link is below. Both on YouTube and on Twitch. It is below. So please follow me there for up-to-date information. Thank you, everybody who showed up tonight. I know it was really late. I know it was very organized, but I really appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you all for the wonderful conversation. I love talking about things I love talking about with all y'all because y'all make me so happy. And I will see all you guys tomorrow for the second Con Week Countdown stream, where I will either be working on a shirt or I will be continuing to work on Izaya and I will be dyeing stuff. So it's gonna be fun. Alrighty. Good night, guys. Sleep tight.